Ten of Wands is the first card, and it's giving that you feel burdened or like you're taking on extra responsibilities and the hard work is really getting to you. But the thing is, like, if you just, move some of those wands out of the way, you'll see that you're about to hit the town. You are completing your mission, this ultimate completion, full manifestation, the result of true will. You're finally about to get the recognition that you deserve, you know. Um, it's a continuation of all the things, all the work that you've put in, the realization that you are really that girl. You're ending a bad cycle, or not a bad cycle, a good one. It's coming to an end. You're completing. This is Sagittarius energy, fire energy. The number 10 could be significant to you. If the answer is add on more work, add on more burdens, if the question is add on more work or add on more burdens, the answer is no. The oracle is to listen. You're being asked to listen to your inner voice. It's been guiding you to do something or say something, and it's time for you to act on its wisdom, okay? Along with wise counsel, seek guidance from trusted friends or mentors to help you along the way. Honestly, with these two coming in, I don't know if it's given listen to a friend or listen to your inner voice or both. Or maybe your friends are your ancestors and your spiritual guides. Trust yourself, trust the process. You got this. Six of Swords in reverse is the second card that came out. You are literally going through a personal transition and it is hard. So you may be resisting the change, feeling like there's unfinished business or like emotional baggage that you have to go through, and that is true. Allow yourself to go through the motions. Continue to push through it. Aquarius energy, air, movement, balance, find solutions, find the harmony and the healing, and the empathy. Empathize with yourself. Give yourself some grace while you're going through this. The oracle that came with that is break free. You're being asked to break free from the tribe in order to live your authentic life. This isn't easy, but it is very necessary if you're going to share your true self with others. Be brave, be real, and be you. And trust that those who love you will always be there for you. The second oracle that came out is stop and reflect. Pause in your journey to appreciate how far you've come and where you're headed. Listen, we kind of get caught up in the responsibilities and the thick of it, and sometimes the rat race, sometimes the always feeling like you got to be productive, but sometimes it's cool to just pause and really appreciate and give yourself some celebration for the fact that you've come so far, and you're still headed to where you're headed because you didn't come this far to come this far. You still got things to grow and you got things to achieve, but be proud of the things that you already have thus far. Second card in rotation is the Hangman. The Hangman is about pausing and surrendering and letting go of the old and embracing a new perspective. This person is enlightened. This person is upside down with his hands behind his back on one foot, with not a care in the world, not caring about what people think about them, not caring about what people say. You're viewing things from a different perspective, differently than before. Deep insight, sacrifice, change, release. The number 12 could be significant. 12 reduces to 3, which is about communication and creativity. Communicate your creative side. Maybe it's time to enlighten the world. This is Neptune energy. This is water energy. The number 12 could be significant. The oracle that came out with that is protect. You're being asked to protect yourself and your energy. It is okay to want to give to others, which you do already effortlessly. It's important, though, that we set healthy boundaries with our energy before doing so. Now is the time to get you some protection in place. Hello. Baby, focus on you first. Make sure you're good first before you start helping the world. Eclipse of concealment. That's crazy because there was just an eclipse yesterday. So, eclipse energy is very, 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 very heavy, okay? Navigate through the eclipse of concealment, understanding the cyclical nature of hidden phases and awaiting revelations. Life is a journey. Life is a journey, and like how people say, history repeats itself, you're going to continue to go through cycles on a yearly basis, on a daily basis, and it's up to you to realize what those are and use them to your benefit. At the bottom of the deck, we have Three of Wands in reverse. This is you playing it small. You're not planning correctly. You have lack of insight. There's unexpected delays. There's some obstacles on your long-term goals because you're playing it small. You're like, oh, let me get to 50, and God's like, baby, why not 100? This is very much fire energy. Aries could be coming into your life, or you could be an Aries. 3 could be significant. Expression and expansion of your ideas are very important. This is the era of growth. The first stages to completion is planning. Continue to plan properly and execute the plan that you set in place for yourself. Resolution is the bottom of the first oracle. Whatever it is that you've been struggling with is about to be resolved. Remember that resolutions don't always happen in the ways that we hope or want, but be able to move forward and start fresh. Always brings relief. I'm sorry. I was okay. It's hard sometimes to give you tarot and oracles when they already have words on them, because I'm trying to read the words, but as I'm reading, I'm also channeling and getting my own messages from them, and so I feel like that's what interrupts what I'm trying to say. Hot mess. Anyway, fully immersed. My girl's underwater and she's living la vida loca, okay? Everything you want is all around you, just waiting for you to see it. Open your eyes, change your perspective. All is well and well is all, and you know that. I love you. Mwah.